in 2011 and 2012, just in the US, the territory and the area that was destroyed by wildfire was greater than Holland, the whole Holland, and 1/3 of England. And this was only just in US. Good afternoon, my name is László Szádai. I'm the co-founder of Biomon, Biosphere monitoring company. Biomon is a monitoring and security system which is changing the paradigm of wildfire and illegal logging detection. We are selling insurance companies, local governments, forest owners, our software and hardware for €1,100 per hectare and plus additional €240 per hectare per year of maintenance.
Saturday, February the 7th, 2009. Temperatures have been soaring above 40 degrees for days. Now the winds are rising and Victoria holds its breath. But what happens proves to be beyond even these dire warnings. It's the story of Australia's most devastating bushfire. A day of disaster as it unfolded to those who were there. The eyewitnesses caught in the path of the firestorm that would rewrite history and change all the rules.
Who are our buyers? Our buyers are insurance companies, local governments, basically who are responsible for the firefighters, and their job is to detect the fire and illegal logging as soon as possible. Currently, what they are using is a visual-based detection system. These are based on satellite information. Our markets are in Austria, USA, Spain, Brazil, and India. Well-known Scott Stevens, US Berkeley Associate Professor of Environmental Science, told in 2013 that if we had more information on the location of fires when they were smaller, then we could take the appropriate actions quicker and more easily, including preparing for evacuation. This is the pain what they're currently having, that they need to have the information as soon as possible, and time is very important. This is what we would like to.
Will the University of Berkeley buy your product?
University of Berkeley are basically in research for those companies who are our buyers. Biomon is 60 times faster than the current product on the market, which are based on visual-based detection, and it takes currently 30 minutes to catch the fire. This is a schematic overview of the system. Pre-installed nodes and sensors are measuring real-time flame, smoke, temperature, speed, humidity, pressure, wind speed, and wind direction. And in case of alarm, they are communication with Zigbee communication inside each other. And at the end, they are communicating via GSM with the dispatch center. And whenever the alarm is appearing on the dispatch center system, then immediately the right people can take the appropriate actions. Currently, the products in the market are catching the information in this phase, the visual-based system, when it's already heating, and when it's also flame and heat from the fire. And our system is catching in the very beginning the information, and the alarm can be immediately alarmed the right people. These are the economic losses that in the last 10 years happened in these countries. So our beachhead market with our product are in Australia and in the US. We found 3 key drivers. One is the price, the other is the maintenance fee, and the third one is the potential selling product. How big the market portion we can get. And if we see one by one each, we can see the trend that if we are increasing our price, what would be the benefit? The maintenance fee and the selling hectare as well. The founders have more than 150 years experience in the embedded systems. This is our founder's dream. Call to action, what we achieved up to now from the patent of the device, which was done in 2012 and 13. Detailed project plan was created. We won a computer implemented invention silver medal in April, and we are starting a pilot project hopefully next year in Australia. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
It's a fire. I like it very much. I like Fireman Sam in the cartoon, so my kid usually sees it and watches it, so please exclude it and don't make me nervous about this. That's a presentation technique. In Valencia, I mean, it's just like a off-the-record command. 5 minutes is 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, your voice is muted, so you can just dance on the floor, but everyone will laugh and not listen to you. So take it very seriously, please. I really like your business. I've seen no surprise compared to what we've seen 2 weeks ago or a week ago, or how I've seen your progress. So I think that among the jury members, I'm the one who knows you the best, and all the other teams. So I had all the details, what we discussed. So content-wise, I really liked your presentation. Apart from this video bullshit. That's all.
Agree. Also, the quote you put up doesn't help because it's not relevant. Yes, of course you want to fix fires sooner. Yeah, duh. I mean, I want to shop for free. Yeah, also a Porsche. So don't put that one up. I mean, I get what you're doing, but I mean, the funny thing is, this morning in a taxi, the taxi driver asked, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Well, I'm going to Hungary, blah blah blah, startups." Oh, tell me. So I told about your startup in general terms. I said, well, it's very interesting because it's a bit of a no-brainer. I mean, everybody wants to catch a fire sooner. Well, he agreed, so that's one. But what I don't understand listening to this, I mean, it doesn't jump off the page. Yeah, everybody is climbing into your window, wanting to have your product. Yes, somewhere next year you'll do a pilot.
Yes.
I mean, is this a huge problem or not? And if this is such a huge problem, why don't they? Why don't they just? Your phone lines are overextended and stuff like that. You get 1,000 emails from fire departments everywhere. So I don't understand what the lack of enthusiasm, or at least apparent enthusiasm, in the market. That's one. The other thing is, this seems like rather. No, let's not discuss low tech, high tech. What happened? What changed in the world that suddenly this solution is possible? So why doesn't everybody have this already? I mean, yes, in the Netherlands you have a lot of fires, especially in the coastal area. Why don't they already have installed this thing? Is it only just now, the last few months, did it become technically feasible, or what happened? Did a patent elapse?
Technically, I would say it is possible in the last few years. The complexity, which is maybe holding back the people who are using. Currently, all the investments are going to the visual-based detection. So, $100 million is spent in Berkeley, in the university that I mentioned, for just visual-based detection through satellites.
But are they stupid?
Definitely they are not stupid. That's why we are going to discuss with them in September, because we are going to visit them and discuss detailed our idea, how we can cooperate and how we can involve the 21st century technology into this fire detection, because that's what we are aiming.
Not convincing to me. I'm afraid I'll also be in Valencia in the jury. I think you solve a huge problem, and I just don't get the lack of traction. And either somehow they don't care, which is hard to believe, or they don't understand, or there is an orange light blinking here when I listen to this. And I can't put the finger on it, but something has to have changed technologically that it suddenly became possible, or there has to be another reason why you don't sell 100 million right now, and why Berkeley is investing 100 million in visual systems, because that's, I mean, I know Berkeley, they are really smart guys. 100 million is no cat piece, so come on, why? And you can expect this question from others also who listen carefully, I'm pretty sure. So I would prepare for that.
Yes. Basically, the idea was when Joseph had a presentation from the representing the university in 2013. Was it in 2013? And then the Victoria States representative. In Victoria States in Austria, this is a very big issue. Actually, they came to him asking exactly these questions and the feasibility and how it can be done technically, and technical question, and then actually it started to because the people who are working on the university and outside the university has also other jobs. This is just an invention, and when we understood that this invention could be interested by the Australians, and they are even coming here in August to see how it is working in a laboratory environment, and they also gave an intention to buy it for how many hectares? 10,000. From 10,000 hectares. That's why we believe that it could be a positive also in the market.
Now listen, I don't doubt you have no market risk. If this is true, market risk should be zero. So either you have a huge product risk, yes, it's still at lab scale, yes, we don't know if it works or whatever, but then emphasize that you have a product risk. Okay. I mean, at least then we understand what's going on. And
yes, you are right. The product risk is always there. So we need to validate it in terms of
large scale.
Yeah.
Because you have validated it in a laboratory in small scale.
Yes.
But
also in the area, which
Okay, that might be then my misunderstanding. To me, it seems technically not very impressive. I mean, great, but if it's really technically high-end stuff, rocket science,
it is. I mean,
then that's the answer to my.
Yes. So sorry, that's why maybe I ran out of time, and I did not emphasize that this patent.
No, but I don't care about
patent is the protection.
Yes,
is
but
the condom on the.
How many hundreds of pages or thousands of pages technical documentation?
Your presentation was so silent on the device itself, which makes it possible to have a rapid recognition of the fires.
I understand. So yes, I understand what you mean. Yes.
Okay, and only now you've sent this to me before, and only now the the quarter drops, then I think, wow, this is weird. If it's you have no market risk, so what's happening? But now I understand your product risk.
The market is if it's really working in the real environment, not only in laboratory
Yeah.
environment.
Oh, okay, then
Yes.
then this makes more sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Your starting point is that you invented a device which allows you to have a rapid or instant signal.
And there has to be a reason why you invented the device and
not
why.
others, someone
why-
before. Not the guys from the Berkeley.
So and then things fall into place and make much more sense.
Thank you.
Is it clear or you have
Yes.
questions? No, okay.
It's like the cure for cancer, right? If you have the cure for cancer, it's not really an issue whether you're going to sell it. No, sure. The question is, do you really have a cure for cancer? And why you? And why now? What happened? That's sort of another, well, not well chosen, but that's the analogy.
No additional comments from myself.
Competitive.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have you tried, if like I go out camping in the forest and I have a fire over there, will the
You
nose
burn it?
would they detect it also?
Yes.
Would there
Yes.
be an alarm?
The small kind of unit testing we are doing. 2 weeks ago, we also tested in the outside in the environment when it started to rain and how it's getting the humidity information and it works. So
Oh, yeah,
in
but-
unit testing it works, but when you're putting all the information together, because it's measuring all this, so you need to test one by one each in unit. Then you need to test it as a system test, and then at the end a system integration test together with the deep edge center.
Yeah, but if I monitor the fire because I'm just gonna have a campfire and put some marshmallows on it, I don't want the firefighters to come.
So how
Is
sensitive
it's going to be a problem? Do you have to close down the area for fires?
Yes, then this is exactly what we need to discuss when we are outside of the area. That which are those areas where it shouldn't be any fire, definitely, and which are those areas where yes, people can go and start to make small fires. Of course, in a controlled way. Because this type of device, you need to put 6 in 1 hectare, and you can arrange in that way that you can basically put on those places when it should not be on an uncontrolled fire. Thank you.